What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm on a solo diver hunt. I'm down here South Alabama in the bayou by myself. Cade's in school. Alex Gratton from True Southern Waterfowlers is working, and so is Derek, and I didn't have nobody to go with me, so I'm down here by myself. And let me tell you this, setting up a diver hunt by yourself is work. A lot of work. I just got the Texas rigs out. It's a lot of decoys. I usually run a long line, but since I'm by myself, that's a lot of aggravation by yourself, so I didn't put that out today. Got just the Texas rigs, and hopefully we can put some birds on the strap here shortly. It's gonna be a clear, sunny day. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be facing into the sun. I don't like that, but can't help it. With the wind direction the way it is, that's just how it's gonna be. Just gonna have to face into the sun. So hopefully we can get some birds on the strap before the sun gets too bad. I usually set the Tanglefree panel blinds up on a hunt like this, but somebody was obviously hunted this spot recently, and they got a whole bunch of makeshift brush just piled up here in stakes. So I took all that stuff and set it up, made me an actual brush vegetation blind versus using the panel blinds. So that was nice. A little more work, but it was nice. And I got this HTR Innovations gun stand sitting up here, marsh stand. It's actually the first time I've used it. I planned on using it in Nebraska, but didn't use it. Water was a little bit too deep for it where we were setting up there. But so I'm using it here for the first time, and I must say I hadn't got my gun out of the case yet, but I just been kind of using it to set the camera on and things like that. It's pretty nice. So I'm glad I got one of these. I'll show you this thing here if you ain't never seen one already. It's pretty cool. Got the little HTR on the top. Your gun sits right there, and then it's got it down there in the bottom. Your gun butt will sit right there, you know, and then your forestock will be up there. So it's a pretty cool rig. I like it. It's pretty handy down here, especially in the saltwater marsh. Everything's got dew all over it, and you know it's salt water, so you ain't gotta set your gun down here in the mud and all that stuff. So it's really nice to have down here. We got about 15 minutes for a shooting light, so hopefully we'll be getting into some action here shortly. Well, we're on the board so far. I got one redhead drake, so one more of them, and that'll be my limit on the redheads. That's the bad thing about these divers, the bag limit's so low. Can't kill but 2 redheads, 1 scaup. You can kill 6 buffleheads if you get into some, and there usually are quite a few of them in this area, so hopefully we have some of them come in and we can make a little bit longer hunt out of it. But so far so good for the solo diver hunt. On the board with 1. Ain't far away from a limit. Well, so far it's been pretty good. I got 1 redhead drake, and I just got me a bluebill, so that's my bluebill limit. Can't kill but 1 of them. 1 more redhead, and the redhead shoot will be over, and I'll have my limit on them, and have to ride it out and wait for some buffleheads, hopefully. Maybe a canvasback if I'm lucky. Now I really got to pay attention, because the sun is in my face like I told you. I hate to set up like that, but due to the wind, it's my only option. Sun's got to be in my face. It bees that way sometimes. So now I really got to pay attention and let them come on in and commit and decoy before I pull the trigger, to make sure that I don't kill any more bluebills and be over my limit and be in trouble. Good and plumed out, pretty bird. Well, I got my redhead limit and I got my bluebill limit. So the big duck shoots over. Ain't nothing left now except to maybe get a canvasback or a bufflehead. If we see any, we're gonna ride it out for a little while and see if we can get some buffleheads in here, or possibly a canvasback if we're lucky. But yeah, pretty good morning so far. Real quick. That's the bad thing about divers. The limits are so small, you can get your limit pretty quick if you get in the birds. So I'll give you a shot of the birds right here. Two redheads and a bluebill. Yeah, out here today by myself. Solo diver hunt. It's pretty, can be dangerous. You're out here in the ocean for the most part. Out here on one of these islands out here in the ocean. Pretty dangerous by yourself. But my off days were during the week, didn't have nobody to come with me, so I knew a pretty safe, easy location to get to, where I could get to by myself and not have to worry about anything. Which brings up a good point. Right now in Mississippi, on the Mississippi River, there's two young boys missing. They were out duck hunting or scouting. I'm not really sure which one, but anyway, they've been missing now for about 4 or 5 days. So y'all be careful out there, man. You never know. I mean, you're on the river or ocean or water or lake, wherever it may be. Y'all be careful. I mean, these guys, those two young boys, they've been missing now for the better part of a week, and you know, at this point, it don't look real good. So y'all just keep that in mind when you're out there, whether you're by yourself or, I mean, even with a buddy. I mean, they were out there together, two of them, and you know, they're missing. It don't take much. Anything can happen. So y'all be careful out there. I still got birds flying. There goes a group of redheads right there. So I'm gonna sit here and film for a little while, I guess, and maybe we'll have some more birds come in, get some pretty good footage, and maybe have some buffleheads or some canvasbacks work in, and we can add to the limit. But it's over now for the most part, but we're gonna ride it out for a little while. Maybe get to see if we can get an opportunity at some buffleheads. Well, I think we're gonna call it a day. Got my limit, got my 2 redhead limit, and I got my 1 bluebill limit. Been trying to sit around and hope to see maybe some canvasbacks or some buffleheads, but I know there's some here, but they don't seem to be any working in my area. So we're gonna call that a day. Get this stuff packed up, got a lot of decoys to pick up, and make the long ride back home. So I'll give you a shot of my birds here before we close this out. Two redheads and a bluebill. I'll tell you what, that HDR Innovations gun stand, if you don't have one of those, I strongly encourage you to go on their website and pick one up. That thing is really nice, handy, nice to have. Got the little hook on it where you can hang your duck strap, so pretty nice. I really enjoyed having that thing. So that's all I got for you today, guys. So until next time, y'all bust them up.